For the second day running, heavy vehicular traffic clogs Lagos-Ibadan expressway. Osun State retirees protest non-payment of their entitlements. And Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State inspects the Onitsha-Enugu road project. Thank you so much for joining us. We begin in the transportation sector in the southwest, and 24 hours after the multiple accidents were reported on that claimed several lives on the Lagos-Ibadan expressway, that same highway is experiencing massive gridlock. Those who left their homes early enough hoping to beat the traffic were disappointed, as again most of them were trapped in the lockdown.
Another harrowing day for motorists and passengers on the Lagos-Ibadan highway. The struggle to get out of the gridlock has forced some who are trying to catch up with work to resort to trekking. Trust the average motorcyclist were taking very desperate moves. The traffic is yet to normalize, and motorists are asking authorities to work fast on the situation by removing the wreckage of the accident to allow free movement.
Like an hour now. I don't know. I'm traveling and I don't know what is causing traffic on the road.
Yesterday I was supposed to go there yesterday, but I can't make up. So I need to go this early morning, around that time 5:30. So I'm getting here now. I met the hold up again. I don't know the cause, but it seems I think they are maybe because of the bridge. They said I was told that they are working on the bridge. So.
Unless something quick is done, it might just become another long day for motorists and other road users on this very busy Lagos-Ibadan expressway.
Meanwhile, the Federal Road Safety Corps Marshal, Mr. Oyeyemi Buboye, says there is an urgent need for traffic redistribution from the Ibadan expressway, as it has the highest traffic density in the entire country. The FRSC boss says with 25,000 cars plying the road daily per day, rerouting heavy-duty vehicles will make a huge difference.
Before the construction started, there has been a series of traffic alerts by the Honorable Minister, by the FRSC, and continuously. We witnessed a crash, a crash around 4:45 hours yesterday, involving a tanker, four vehicles involved. 4 lives were lost, 5 vehicles, 4 lives were lost, unfortunately. But there was an explosion, combination of LASEMA. I must commend the Lagos State government for the equipment they were able to deploy, which is expected anyway. Then the LASMA trays, everybody joined hands. And by evening yesterday, traffic has been returned to normalcy. But all those tankers, trailers that had parked over because of the gridlock started moving. And because the inbound lane had been shut down for repairs, leaving only one lane, and then that means the one lane reduced to single lanes for all the vehicles to pass. There's bound to be a bandwagon effect. And when those trailers, tankers are moving, there's no way for other vehicles to even attempt to overtake. So this was what we experienced. The boys worked overnight, and they're still there. And now they were caught up again with early morning traffic. What we require now is traffic redistribution. All those trailers to be rerouted so that there can be flow of traffic for smaller vehicles and buses. We have 3 options. For vehicles to take Lekki Epe, for another set to take Ikorodu, and the third outlet is to take Abekuta, Ota, Songota, Ifo, through Abekuta. That's the most important thing that is required now to reroute, so that all those trucks, tankers, trailers can be rerouted for traffic to stabilize a little bit. And we're moving towards the weekend now. It will remain, but I've deployed all the personnel, all the logistics we have there on the road now. As I was coming, I was getting the situation. There's not been any other crash. It's just the traffic.
That rerouting seems to make a lot of sense if it's implemented. Now, in Osun State, also in the southwest, socio-economic activities in Osogbo, the capital, were disrupted as pensioners took to the streets in protest. The retirees say they had to vent their anger because they have not been paid their gratuities. Meanwhile, the Osun State government has blamed the scenario on the present state of the economy.
The usual smooth morning drive in the Osun metropolis is interrupted by a procession of the elderly. They have filed out to let the world know their frustrations with the state government, alleging non-payment of their pension gratuities. The presence of the police in the distance, which is to monitor the protest, does not deter the retirees in any way. All they want is their money, paid in full.
The federal government came to his rescue to give him about 35 billion naira, specifically tagged salary bailout pension. Aregbesola on 15 July, he said by September 15, 2015, he will not owe anybody, be it worker or person, any kobo. But when the money came, he changed his mind, saying that he could not use the money to be paid for 20 years to pay pension and gratuity and salaries. So he diverted over 16.7 billion naira. If he had used that money for the purpose it was meant, this problem would not have arisen.
Those who are behind that the diversion must, from now, I say from now, bring our money back to us and pay us.
With every action comes a reaction, and the state government, through its head of service, is insisting its obligations toward the retirees are being met, and that it is understandable for many not to be pleased with the payment format and speed.
What they are talking about is the modulation. The modulation. And when we talk of the modulation, what are the resources that are available? We have sat down with labor. We have arranged all these things. But what people are saying all over the place, maybe with mischief making, garnished with mischief making, is the fact that we will not collect it again. They have taken the thing away from us. If a government is paying leave bonus, hold for December 2013, and it's now jumping to paying leave bonus for 2014, starting it. This leave bonus is not statutory, all that is like allowance. If a government is settling its commitment in such areas, how much less statutory payments that are salaries?
For the pensioners who are on the streets, they remain adamant with their demands because they never expected to be drawn in battle against the system they served for many years.
To the southeast, the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Willie Obiano, says he is beginning palliative construction on an axis of the Enugu-Onitsha expressway. This will reduce the impact of the bad road on vehicles, especially during the festive season. The governor, while inspecting the roads, lamented the pains the motorists go through on the 9-kilometer stretch daily.
The dusty stretch of road from Akuzu to Umuya on the Enugu-Onitsha expressway, a federal highway, can only be described as an ugly experience for motorists and all the road users. The road has been in a dilapidated state for over 10 years now, and successive federal governments never intervened.
I'm at the Umuya junction of the Enugu-Onitsha expressway, a federal road. This end of the road has been very bad for a very long time. If you recall, when the former governor of Lagos State came here, Fashola, we brought him here and he promised to do something about this road. That hasn't happened, and the early season is with us here. So what I'm trying to do is to do palliative on this 9-kilometer stretch of road. Hoping that thereafter the federal government will be able to properly award and finish this road. This is a very important road for people commuting through Anambra State to Enugu and other states, and from the Anambra going to their various villages.
Governor Obiano also appeals to the federal government to hasten up and commence proper construction.
As you are aware, the federal government is paying me for the 3.8 billion, and that hasn't been paid. So I can't afford to put much more money on this. We need to do palliatives for now, just to make the road portable. So I look forward to their really coming to our assistance and making this all-important road once more very portable.
Various portions of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway had been in a dilapidated state for over 10 years now, but the Umuya-Akuzu axis completely collapsed in 2009 after the tragic petrol tanker accident which claimed over 50 lives.